Felicia, live to you from my home office. So I just came back from lunch a while ago. Started my day with uh, 5 a.m. today, restarting back my uh, usual timing. I think it's great to sometimes, we're all humans. It takes really strong discipline to stick to something. And yeah, recently I've actually bought a book, which I'm in the middle of it, in the middle of like page 75, the best way to start a new habit. So it's called, um, Atomic Habits. So it talks about when we have a goal to do something, we often do it, but then we go back to our old ways. And that's very common, like hitting a 10 kg weight loss. Or for me, I was trying to find, mental clarity, peace, in the process of like waking up and doing my meditation, journaling, and working on like overthinking stuff, stress, managing it. So when things become a little bit better, you tend to sort of, so this is what actually was discussed in the book. And when you identify to be the person that you really want to become, like, I want to be a healthy person. So you start asking yourself, what would a healthy person do rather than uh, would I be walking 10,000 steps? Would I be eating that donut? Or would I be sitting down more than 1 hour and not moving? So these are the ultimate point that you want to get to, where you identify yourself as somebody who is, oh, I'm trying to stop smoking. Or is it more powerful to tell somebody, oh, I don't smoke, when offered a cigarette? So yeah, it may be one of the reasons why we don't stick to our habits or go back to our old ways, because we set a goal towards, we set a goal for something, and it's not something that we identify ourselves as. If I'm still telling myself I'm not a morning person, I like to sleep in, and that even if I start to wake up at 5 a.m. in the morning, I would go back to my old ways, right? Uh, and that is something that I'm also working on. So, yeah, so that's a little bit about something that I've been reading. And I thought I'd just share a quick review. I haven't even uh, done half of the book yet. Still a student in so many ways. I think one of the things is to be, in the book, it mentioned being 1% a bit better every single day. And do you know that we will actually improve 33 or 33 or 36 times more? And that is amazing. So clearly, I still am in a work in progress, as so many of us. As a coach, I identify myself as somebody who's a lot uh, lifelong learner, a student. Um, and I always find myself saying this: I'm not a very technical person. I'm not really good with technical stuff, and I'm trying to change um, uh, that excuse, or that reason that I always use. Oh, if I don't understand something, it just means that I'm not very good in that. So if I try to change, or if I do my best to change those into a learning mode? Okay, I do not know, obviously, because I didn't study it, but let me work on it. So a few things. And hope everybody is good. I'm just doing this live on Facebook. I don't know if anybody watching on the Facebook. So great. If you're watching, Great. So actually, our topic today is about sugar. Okay, so um, and yeah, and this topic came up because I had a question in my online coaching just recently. A question about, can I use stevia or artificial sweetener because it claims to have 0 calories, and since I'm on a weight loss process, that would make me less. I am paraphrasing it. Maybe less guilty and still be able to enjoy sweet stuff, right? Without calories, without gaining weight. So I pondered upon it. I'm not a artificial sugar on the bandwagon for artificial sugar or sweetener. Personally, I used to think sugar is the culprit to everything. Indeed, sugar uh, is a cause of many things. To put it simply, it does cause chronic inflammation, and it has many studies that show that leads to a lot of things like cancer, metabolic syndrome, obesity, and there are countless of Harvard research paper, medical publications to prove that. But I feel that it's not fair to pinpoint at one thing, because when I study a little bit further, sugar is actually a carbohydrate. Okay, so there is a simple carbohydrate and there's a complex carbohydrate. So there's sucrose, glucose, fructose. Fructose is basically from fruits. And as I begin my fitness journey, started to be a bit more serious in it, and coaching clients and things like that. And I realized that sugar does plays an important part. And if you're telling people not to have sugar, where else can they get energy? So of course we have different diets and uh, case study to cut sugar completely. When they say cut sugar, it's like, actually that's just saying cutting their teh tarik, their you know carbonated drinks, sugary drinks. Those are the one that you put in extra stuff. And so you have to be like, you have to know where, if an influencer or an artist or celebrity is telling you about cutting sugar, no carbs challenge, no sugar challenge, you have to know uh, where they are at their level. They may not just start from somebody who's really loving sugar, or uh, they may have already been working out with a trainer. They are fit as a fiddle. They go to the gym. They're already eating very clean. So by just doing a little bit, it's not the extreme. So if someone like me or you, or somebody who's watching this who is a little bit on the part where they haven't even got started, like trying to imagine somebody who is like in their life never run a 42 km, a full marathon before, and suddenly tomorrow morning you decided that I'm going to go run a 42 kilometer. So that's extreme, right? So you wouldn't want to be that. Okay, so cutting off sugar. Okay, so that is that. And yeah, sugar is energy, it's carbohydrate. And I believe, and studies have shown, carbohydrate is your main fuel. In fact, on a normal, depending on your goal, 40% of your total calories should come from a carbohydrate source. So there's nothing wrong with rice. There's nothing wrong with sugar, so to speak. There's nothing wrong with fruits. So trying to eliminate a food group, especially those who bring you extra things like fiber, phytonutrients, vitamin, minerals, that is really a mistake in the making, right? So long term is actually not good. And I would always say this: taking sugar is good at the given the right timing, and I believe it gives you, if you take it for workout purposes, it gives you that energy. It prevents you from energy bonking, and it helps certain vitamins and certain sugar combined can help you to prevent muscle breakdown. Okay, so let's go into artificial sweetener. One of the most famous, one out there, stevia. Stevia is actually a natural plant. It has a licorice kind of like taste, so it's a little bit bitter. So some people may say artificial sweetener is not for them because they just don't like the taste. Well, I do agree, because if I'm having like those carbonated drinks with like Coke Zero or Pepsi, with 0 calories, it does taste a little bit weird. I do actually drink those once in a while. I really feel something, I want something carbonated, and it's not sparkling water. Just don't do it, right? So yeah, I do that once in a while, and I do realize in a way, you don't beat yourself over it. Um, I mean, you're not taking a liter of those drinks every single day. So, but what happens when you put in long-term artificial sweetener? Okay, so to replace your calories or reduce your calorie intake. It is sweet, so you do get to satisfy your craving. But when you put in artificial sweetener in the long run, your body actually tends to crave it a little bit more, because when sugar is released into your body, when you consume it, your body has to spike up the insulin to reduce it, but it detects no sugar, the sweetness, but it will still do it. But it will pull sources from your other organs, sugar from other organs, boost the glucose up in order for them to go through the process. So hence, your body is actually under stress. So long term of this, it's not good, because stress hormone, it's good when a dog or a lion is chasing after you, or you're sensing something dangerous. There's danger happening. But if you stress your body too much, you may actually get into other problems. Stress. What stress causes, you guys know, right? And those are more dangerous, because once you get stressed, you get that craving, maybe you go back into binge eating, and develop eating disorders and things like that. So that happens to people. So I find that in my mission of work along the years of coaching, helping people to develop good relationship with fitness, food, and their body, as well as I'm working on mine. I find that when you are kinder to your body, when you listen to your body, you give it what it needs at the right time. A piece of chocolate cake, um, a sweet drink, or knowing, having skills to overcome when you are going through certain situation and you need to satisfy their cravings is also important. Like, if you are craving for something sweet, instead of going for that artificial sweetener or binging on like half a dozen donuts. Not that there's wrong with donuts. I eat donuts like one and I'm okay with it. I mean, when you're binge eating 12 donuts, and maybe you should check that. Probably you actually burn out, and you may be fixated on something. Unless you're training for like six pack like Wolverine, or Rain in that Ninja Assassin. Okay, so yeah, you are probably deserving of those, because you're eating um, broccoli and steamed chicken all day long for months. Okay, but if you are a normal person living a normal routine, doing your exercise, working, you're probably married with kids, uh, you just have a normal routine, and that is actually not a good thing to go through that process. So be kind to your body, and I believe that there's so many ways, to consume sugar, because it's energy. It lifts your spirit up when you need it. Going for something, um, more natural like fruits because it has fiber, uh, and it has all these vitamins and minerals. And you can go for an exercise, shift your mind a little bit. Sometimes it's because you are lacking a certain nutrient in your body that you're craving for different things. So eating your main meals, 3 main meals, is important. Um, and letting your body feel a little bit hungry is normal at times. And meditation, have clarity, those are the things that will help us power through the situation that we're in, that causes the trigger of wanting to have sugar and stuff like that. So I don't think it's wrong to enjoy a piece of cake. It could be a piece of cake. I shared it with a friend today. It's a belated birthday celebration. But besides, a birthday, sometimes you can just have fruits. If you know that you're on a wellness journey, right? Process transformation. So you can always switch it to um, more like fruits rather than everything dessert. And I believe that as long as it does make you feel happy, I try not to do a guilt-free thing. Mm, although we loosely use it, but I feel that it has that kind of power to make somebody that is going through a situation, could be anorexic, could be bulimic, could be having this guilt of eating food. Hence, they end up binging because I work with so many clients of different uh, that goes through different situations. So I think that's really important for me to mention that, without mentioning names, of course, it's private. But yeah, because of that, have become more uh, empathetic in that sense, have more empathy towards uh, people that has, I feel that the struggle is real, definitely. If you're trying to lose weight, if you're trying to be healthy, you're trying to eat clean, and sometimes we end up having, the good teacher, but not for the right reason, not for the right goals. You can't follow a bodybuilder with their blended broccoli and blended steamed chicken and consume it uh, because they are getting ready for a physique competition. You cannot see somebody eating a French toast and seeing that, oh, okay, if he can eat it too, I can eat it as well. So you got to eat according to your goals. I think that's the most important thing for you. So when I get comments like, oh, I think you really enjoy your food. Yes, I really do. That's a very big misconception on many people towards me, thinking that I'm all like a smoothie person, eating salads all day long, and just doing 1,000 sit-ups or push-ups every single day. Unfortunately, no. I mean, I wouldn't want to live that life as well. I mean, I have a life. I love food, um, but I've developed this really neutral relationship with food. I see food as food. I enjoy certain food more than the other. I have cravings. I never let it. Uh, I never let the guilt get to me. I never feel guilty about enjoying a certain food. I never think that I need to burn it off with a 2 hour exercise. If I've eaten, let's say, a nasi lemak or a feast, like today we had salad, we had like a cheese sandwich, like a chicken sandwich, and then we had chempedak burnt cheesecake, and we have a long black coffee. So yeah, it may be quite a huge portion of lunch, um, but it's just one meal, and that one meal shouldn't be that. If you will develop certain feelings towards the meal that will bring you emotional or guilt towards the next meal, then you will hate yourself for it, and then you probably not see me talking here, and you see me at the gym working those calories off, which is unhealthy. Okay, but I did my exercise this morning. I had a session with a client. So since I'm already out and about, I took another hour to do a 5K run, do some videos, some exercise videos, posting later for my clients as well, and sharing that with you guys. Um, I fit in time for myself. I schedule the time for myself because I find that if I don't put in time, where else? By the time I'm back, I need to get ready for a lunch appointment and come back. Now it's really like you hear the lightning and thunder. It means that that 5 km wouldn't have been possible now. Probably the gym, but I knew I just wanted to go for a run, whatever it is that makes you feel happy, right? So I try to combine both cardio, weights, uh, in my routine. So yeah, it's like that book eat the frog. I think you just do the thing that you don't really want to do, but you still do it because I identify myself as a coach, as a fit person, as a person who loves active lifestyle, who loves food, who just loves life in general. And it's not like putting a mask like, oh, that exercise, I hated it, and I force everybody to do it. So yes, the process may not be something that you enjoy every single time. Like, who really likes to be like sweaty uh, and panting, panting all the way, and then just like, why do I torture myself? Every time I do, the first time I did my first 21 km and 30 km, I'm like, why did I do this to myself? But at the end of the day, I feel that I sparkle, I glow, I sweat, I feel sexy, I feel confident, and that is something uh, yes, that is something that I identify with. So it is so important for you to start writing things down that makes you feel makes you feel sexy, makes you feel confident. Um, and it's a life, it's your life, besides, your work. You are not your work, and if you identify yourself as a mother or a wife or a girlfriend or a husband or a CEO of a company or a director, or you are not that. That is a position, that's the title, but what makes you feel what's inside, and tune into your um, I would say maybe tune into being you, right? Trying to embody, like trying to feel comfortable in your skin, and that reflects everything from the inside, whatever you do, the way you smile, the way you talk to people, the energy. And I feel that you can feel my energy from me talking. And I'm just like, I'm without a script. And I'm just sharing out there what I feel when I eat that salad. I really enjoy the salad. So there is like kacang peas, there's like edamame, there's peanuts. I'm gonna like try to copy the salad as well. I think it has like sesame dressing. Um, it's with kale. It's with like chicken thigh, very nice. I think it's teriyaki, chicken teriyaki, and there is also eggs, all types of lettuce and all these greens, purple, green, carrots, corn. So delicious, so good. Okay, so I'm enjoying every bite of it, and the way this food, when it's combined and so nicely put on the plate, it's so beautiful, and I can imagine the benefits that comes with it when I put it into my mouth, and the crunchiness, it's tasty, it's sweet, and I know all the nutrition is going to my body, and it's helping my skin to glow, and yeah, I'm imagining all this process. I think that's more of the feminine side, but I think you get it. So I of course eat it for the function, but number two, for the aesthetic, and also the presentation of it makes me happy. Okay, so this morning I woke up at 5. I made myself a very nice breakfast besides my smoothie. I did uh, omelette, avocados that I bought yesterday, and I had a 2 tablespoons of Greek yogurt, so tasty, and I get to enjoy it at like 6 a.m. in the morning. Like that is after my meditation. I drink my tea, my peach tea, and those are the time that you give to yourself. And I, looking back, it's not so difficult. Yeah, it's that waking up and make your bed and then trying to stay awake, but it's also having the discipline to sleep early, and I completed most of my tasks of the day that it was unfinished yesterday because I gave myself that first 1 hour, doing some reading, listening to some really nice meditation tunes, doing some journaling, doing some affirmation. So those are the things that is very helpful for me. Today is day 74. I'm not perfect. I don't wake up at 5 a.m. every morning. I try, but I'm consistent with my meditation and my journaling and all. Sometimes I do in the afternoon or evening, but I try to do it first thing in the morning because it sets the tone for the day. And today is Monday, so that's perfect. So yeah, so about sugar, about artificial sweetener, yeah, I said what I said. I think at the end of the day, it's having a good relationship with food and fitness. So if you're looking for a coaching program, looking for somebody to talk to connect, feel free to, I'll put the link um, on my Facebook, and I recorded this as well, so I'm putting this up on my YouTube channel. I have a YouTube channel, and do subscribe if you haven't already. Yeah, I think yeah, today I'm just in that mood of like just communicating and sharing, and I feel more people should uh, be able to be more in tune with themselves, how food makes them feel, how exercise makes them feel. And when you're really comfortable with your body, everything else changes for you, because first personal development is your health and the way you look. Even I was talking to a friend, Baini, who's been reading a book called like Dress Like a Parisian, I think. So it talks about personal color. So even yeah, before coming to this video, um, I mean, I already put it on like makeup that works for my skin tone. I'm a cool tone, and I realized that the lipstick that I had actually helped me to bring out the colors, and I realized that white suits me and purple hair suits me. So all this are part of your personal development, how you want to bring out your personality, how do you want to um, channel that energy to people. It's like you can give someone a gift, but if it's tied with a ribbon in a nice box, even better, right? So I believe presentation, of course, substance is important. So work on the substance. It's not just the visual of it. It's uh, very much substance again, right? So I hope that resonates with some of you watching. And let me end this video, and hope you guys have a good week ahead, and leave me in the comments on what should I be covering next. Okay, so bye bye.